how to meet the greatest woman in the world. Sharp came coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And before I get into this topic, like, subscribe to this video, to my channel, and don't forget to click the little bell below. That way, when I upload a new video, you won't miss out on all the fun. So this is a question that I got a couple days ago. How do you meet the best, the greatest woman in the world? How do I get started? How do I get past a lot of these hurdles? How do I get past the struggle? The struggle. It's hard in these streets for a lot of these guys, man. And I'm laughing. It's not funny because I've had some struggles when I was in my 20s, my early 20s, and my teens. But there's a different type of struggle out here today, and some of the problems that guys have, I can't relate to a lot of it, but I can understand. So the struggle is real out here for a lot of guys. And what I've learned over the years, man, is the thing that it takes, the skills that it takes to attract a woman is very different from the skills that it takes to keep a woman around or have a relationship, a long-term relationship. See, this is what a lot of the dating gurus forgot to tell you. They forgot to tell you that a lot of those pickup lines and a lot of those manipulation tactics and a lot of the stuff that you probably been taught by some of the guys that's on the internet, and even some of the guys that write books, pickup artists, a lot of that stuff don't work when you get into a relationship with a woman. As a matter of fact, most of the stuff, I'd say probably 80% of the stuff won't work. Because the thing that the thing that it takes to attract a woman is not the same versus keeping a woman. So what it takes to maintain a long-term relationship, you're gonna have to do the opposite in most cases. And this is something that a lot of people are starting to figure out. This is why a lot of pickup artists, they'll pick up a lot of chicks. They'll attract a lot of chicks. But they're horrible when it comes to relationships. They're horrible when it comes to maintaining long-term relationships with anybody. It ain't just women. They horrible at long-term relationships. Oh, they'll pick up a lot of people fast. One-nighters, a couple weeks, they'll have a woman around or whatever, but long-term relationships, they're horrible. A lot of these guys are horrible. A lot of these guys are tricking off too, by the way. They're basically their whole strategy to pick up women is just to basically sell them a dream and trick off and lie. That's not my thing. I'm not telling you what you should be doing, but I don't recommend that. And a lot of that stuff is not gonna work. The longer you stay around a woman, a lot of that stuff is not gonna work. So what usually works, if you want a long-term relationship with a woman, you're gonna have to do what some people call keeping it real. You gotta keep it 100, baby. You gotta keep it 100. So what you have to do, man, you and the woman, y'all gotta really be real with yourself first. Then you can get real with her or him. And see, as the guy, like I always say, the guy have to lead. See, because if you take the lead, you give the woman permission to do the same thing as well. But if you come off like you're you're a liar, like you're perpetrating a fraud, you give her permission to do the same thing. So you gotta be real. I'm talking like raw with it. I'm talking like brutally honest. And that's such a rare thing. If you talk to a woman, especially a very attractive woman, like let's say a model, let's say she's a model or an entertainer or somebody that's visible in her field, in her career. If you talk to a lot of women, a guy that's got his life together, he's on purpose, he's doing what he loves to do, that's a very rare thing. These women don't meet guys like that all the time. So whenever a woman meets a guy that got his shit together, she's so blown away. I mean, she's probably going to get caught off guard. But the worst thing for a guy is to meet that girl, that great girl. Maybe he might see her and she's like the perfect girl from head to toe, physically, banging body, personality. So he's feeling her after having a conversation with her, but she ain't feeling him back. So that's the worst situation for a guy. So how do you get the point across to her that she's the one, that you feeling her? That's the test for most guys. And I found the fastest way to do that is to get real. Keep it 100, as they say. And most guys ain't doing that. So that in itself is going to help you stick out. Most guys are going out of their way trying to impress a woman. And almost every guy is doing that. Almost every guy is doing that. Almost every guy is trying to manipulate the woman. He's trying to act in such a way where in exchange she'll like him. He's trying to behave in a certain type of way that hopefully she'll like him and hopefully she'll love him more or treat him like his mom. So that's what most guys are doing. Most guys are going out of their way to do stuff for a woman that they don't even know, because he wants something in exchange. That's manipulation, man. Now, you might not think it's manipulation, but it is, because you're doing something in exchange for something else. Hopefully. Right? That's manipulation. If you're going to do anything for a woman, do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you want something in exchange one day. That's my thing. If you want to do it, do it. But don't expect anything in return. As a matter of fact, you should expect very little in return. So, to get the fastest way to stick out, when you see that girl, like she's the perfect girl, man. The fastest way to stick out, man, is to get real as soon as possible. As soon as you get her phone number, as soon as you start to engage in a conversation with her, get real fast. Show who you are. And this takes, you have to get vulnerable. You have to let her get to know you. So you have to get real. You have to show who you really are. See, a lot of people, when they meet somebody for the first time, they got their guard up. It takes you weeks, months to get to know somebody, like, really well. It might take you a year or two to get to know someone really well. Because, see, most people, when you meet them, they put their best foot forward. And you meeting the representative. So, and then you have some guys will say, hey, you know, I want to meet the model, I want to meet the cheerleader, I want to meet the dime piece. And then they get the girl and they end up leaving. And if you look at television, look at some of these celebrities, they get with Tyra Banks, they get with some A-list actress. A lot of these guys get with these women, whether she's a R&B singer or pop star. A lot of these guys get with these women, usually end up leaving. You know why? Because they're not compatible. And see, you have to keep in mind, you can have the baddest, most attractive looking woman on your arm. Doesn't matter how she looks. But over time, those looks are going to fade. And the only thing you're going to have left is personality. Over time, I don't give a damn how she looks. I don't give a damn if she's a 8-9 a dime, a model, an entertainer, an attorney. I don't care what she do for a living. She can be the baddest chick you ever got. But over time, those looks are gonna fade. And what's gonna be left is her personality. And if she don't got no personality, most guys are gonna walk. Most guys are gonna leave that relationship. So this is why you see a lot of very attractive women, especially on television, that they get with these athletes and entertainers. And a lot of these guys don't stick around these women because a lot of times they don't have no personality and they're not compatible. You know? And then a lot of these guys figure out that, hey, I don't want this. And I said in the previous video, a lot of women, especially women, men and women, but especially women, they say what they want. They think that they want a certain type of woman, or she thinks that she wants a certain type of guy. But when they get that certain type of person, they figure out real fast that this ain't what they thought it was. And then they say, I don't want this. This ain't what I thought it would be. You know, I made a mistake. You can't miss what you never had. In order to know what you want, you have to experience it. You have to touch it, taste it. You have to be around it. You have to be around this person. The only reason why people think or say what they want is because of the friends and what they see on television. Because if you look at something long enough on the internet or on television, that's what we tend to want. That's what we think we want. Until we have an opportunity to experience it, and then we figure out that that's not what we really want. Because we're not compatible with this person. So in order to know what you want, you have to taste it, experience it, touch it. It's just like, I'll give you an example. Let's say somebody walk up to you and say, hey, do you like Thai food? You'd be like, I don't know, I never had it before, right? But if somebody walk up to you and say, have you ever had Thai food? You'd be like, no. I had it before, I didn't like it. That's a different question. So the same way of thinking applies to being in a relationship with people. If you've never if you've never been with this type of person before, you don't really know if you like it. You're gonna like it being with them until you get to know them, until you spend time with them, regardless of their profession, their lifestyle, their way of earning income. And that's what it is. You can't miss what you never had, man. So, the moral to the story is this. If you want the baddest chicks out here, the fastest way to stick out when you see her is to get real fast. As soon as you get that phone number, as soon as you engage in conversation with her. Because if you lead, the women will follow. You give her permission to get real. And if you lead, the women will find you. Trust me. So, hey, I'm going to end this video. That's a bad chick right there. Matter of fact, I'm going to end this video. I got to go. I'm going to end this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, share, click the little bell below. Next time I upload a new video, you won't miss out. And check out my Patreon and check out my website by clicking the link below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!